Hi, my name is Ritika Saxena and I am an international student from India. I moved here in 2014 when I was 18 years old to study a Bachelor's of Biological Science at Deakin University. Back in high school in India, we were like a really tight community of family and friends. I'd been studying with these people for 14 years and we grew up to really support each other through the hard times. When I moved away from my family, my country, pretty much moving away from everything I knew, I was missing that feeling and I was really looking forward to having some new friends that I could call upon in times of help that would really support me, and I can call Australia a new home. However, things did not go as I had planned. When I moved here, the first subject that I studied was physics. First year physics is an interesting subject to study. It's got a different mix of people from all around. I distinctly remember the first physics practical session. I was teamed up with 3 other people that I had never met before, and I was so excited to be sharing the practical session with them, getting to know new people, getting to know what Australian University was all about. One of the girls was called Justine, but at that time I did not know how to say her name. Just like nobody else knew how to say my name. But that was okay, right? My name was foreign and I didn't expect them to say it right in the first go. However, I appreciated the thought when they tried to address me by name instead of calling me with pronouns like, oh, that girl or she. I liked when they struggled to say my name, it showed thought, and I appreciated that they wanted to know how to say it right. When I tried to call Justine's name, I read it off the little pocket on her lab coat. I could not see the E, and I didn't know how to say it. So I was like, Justin? And halfway through the name, the entire bench looked at me and laughed. They just laughed, and I was so disappointed. I felt so small in myself. They laughed at me, oh, it's Justine, it's not Justin. And I was so humiliated. I was giving it my best shot. Nobody knew how to say my name right. None of those people on that bench, except that it wasn't a problem to me. I was okay with it. I never could make friends with them again, but time moved on and situations changed. Since then, I was the butt of all jokes when it came to saying someone's name right. However, I got over it. I thought things would improve and times would change. I remember when we used to be teamed up into group works for our assignments. Nobody wanted to pick me. Nobody wanted the international student in their group. The girl with that weird accent. The girl who wore different clothes. The girl who didn't fit in. Nobody cared about how skilled I was, what I could bring to the project, whether I was even just a nice friend to have. I was just the last one to be picked. Whenever teams were being called out, I could see people going around me, oh yeah, you can be in my team, you can. But their eyes never landed on me until there was nobody left in the room. I felt like I was always the backup choice. I was never a priority for anybody. I was a case of, all right, well, we've got no other choice. I got over that too, you grow up and you tell yourself things will get better, you will make friends. Physics is hard, and I was working hard to do my assessments right. I was really working hard to make friends. It just wasn't going as I planned. The teachers didn't seem very supportive. I was one of the very few students who were studying science at that time, being an international student. Now things have changed. There's a lot more international students, especially in biological science. It wasn't the same back then. And I don't think my teacher knew what I was going through. I remember in week 9 and 10, they would throw a lot of questions at us and nobody would raise their hands to answer. I did, because I'd been studying hard and I wanted to do the best at university, settle in, make friends, get a degree. However, I was invisible. They saw the person on my left, they saw the person on my right, they saw the person behind me. It just felt like I did not exist. Maybe after 2 or 3 rounds of anybody else, they'd look at me, yes, what is the answer? But again, I was never the priority, always a backup choice. At the end of the physics semester, I got out with top grades and many high distinctions, however, 0 friends. I worked hard towards creating a really positive university life. My academics were going well. My extracurriculars were going well. I was really involved. However, in class, I came up with zero friends, no matter how hard I tried. And that is my story.